Today we're going to make a chocolate tart. It's not difficult, but there's quite a lot that's going on in this recipe. So you've either got to buy shop-bought pastry or you've got to make your own. I've made my own, which is rich short crust pastry or just short crust pastry, but it's sweet. It's got a little bit of sugar in it, and I've also used a little bit of cocoa, all right, just to give it that chocolatiness, all right. So I've lined a couple of tins here, and what I've done is I've baked them off, and this is called baking blind. So I've lined the tin, I put some paper in there, and I put some blind beans into it, okay? And they come out looking like that, all right? So they're now ready for the filling. So to make the filling, I've taken some good dark chocolate. This is a really good one. This is 70%. But if you don't want to do that, you can use a milk chocolate. It's whatever you prefer, okay? If you use dark chocolate, you probably need to use a little bit more sugar, okay? So I have separated 2 eggs, all right? So I've got the yolk in there, and I've whisked up or beaten up the white, okay? Now you can do that either with a machine or you can do that with a balloon whisk, okay? That's hard on the old arm, but it's all good, okay? Again, with the lining of the tins, I've got all sorts of different tins here. So you've got the good old flan tin with the loose bottom, which comes out, which is that one there. You could use a cutter, and you could just use a tin if you prefer, or you can use little molds. It's completely up to you, all right? It's a bit experimental. So with this dish, what you need to do is you need to take a saucepan and a oven-proof, heat-proof dish. You break the chocolate into this dish. You put water in the pan, and you basically, it's called a bain-marie, but you basically put the chocolate into the bowl, you boil the water and melt the chocolate, all right? Once the chocolate's melted, shoot in the sugar. I suggest you use icing sugar because it breaks down better. Then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take that chocolate out, all right? That's still quite hot, so be careful. All right, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix in my egg yolks. Now, when I do that, I know that the mixture is going to thicken up straight away. Also, just to make this mixture a little bit more delicious, I'm going to use some creme fraiche as well. Okay, so I'm going to shoot in my egg yolks, and immediately the chocolate mixture will thicken, and it is thickening as we speak. Okay, now the interesting thing about this tart is you can do 2 things with it. You can either chill it or you can bake it. It's completely up to you what you do. Okay, so in there I've got chocolate, sugar, I've got the egg yolks, and I've just added the creme fraiche. Okay, if you don't want to add the creme fraiche, you don't have to. You could use sour cream instead, if you prefer. And then lastly, I'm going to fold. Now this word is quite important. I'm going to fold in the egg white into this mixture, but actually I'm going to do it the other way around. I'm going to put this mixture into the egg white because I've got a slightly bigger bowl. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the egg whites. You can see how thick they are there, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a plastic spatula, and I'm going to literally pour this mixture into the meringue mixture, the egg whites, the beaten up egg whites. Now some recipes might tell you to put the sugar into the egg whites. It doesn't really matter which way you do this, it's up to you. You can do either. And then all you want to do with that is give it a fold. So you go round the edge like that. So this is really a mousse mixture. Now, like I said, you can chill this, which will take about 3 or 4 hours to chill, or if you prefer, you can bake it. The ones that I've got, I've actually baked, and they've turned out to be very delicious, but you can do either. So what you do with that, now you can't see any of the egg white, the meringue. Yeah, I'm going to just take a spoon, and I'm going to take my little mold, and I'm going to literally spoon the mixture, the filling, into the pastry case. Don't forget, you could, if you wanted to, you could buy pastry cases already made, and you could just make the filling. It's completely up to you. So you want to pop those onto a tray, pop them into the fridge, chill them for 3 or 4 hours, or until that mousse has set. Or if you prefer, you're going to bake them in the oven at about 200, and they will come out looking like this after about 15 to 20 minutes. And there you have it. You have a baked or chilled chocolate tart. Enjoy.